Since the invention of computers, they've primarily been advanced calculators, machines executing precise instructions given by programmers. But something amazing is happening now. Computers are learning, thinking, and communicating like humans. They're performing creative and intellectual tasks that used to be exclusive to humans. This technology is known as generative AI, and you've probably encountered it through tools like GPT. Essentially, intelligence is now available as a service, much like a vast brain in the cloud that anyone can interact with. It's not flawless, but it's impressively capable and rapidly improving. Here's a quirky but helpful way to think about it. Imagine you have Einstein in your basement. In fact, everyone does. By Einstein, I mean a combination of all the smartest people who have ever lived. You can consult Einstein anytime you want. He has immediate access to the entirety of human knowledge and will answer any question within seconds, with endless patience. He can also take on any role you need, comedian, poet, doctor, coach, whatever, and be an expert in that field. However, he does have some human-like flaws. He can make mistakes, jump to conclusions, or misunderstand you. But the biggest limitation is actually your imagination and how well you communicate with him. This skill is called prompt engineering, and in the AI age, it's just as essential as reading and writing. Most people seriously underestimate what their Einstein in the basement can do. It's like going to the real Einstein and asking him to proofread a high school essay, or hiring a world-class chef and asking them to chop onions. Okay, enough with the metaphors. Let's define some terms. AI, or artificial intelligence, isn't new. Fields like machine learning and computer vision have been around for decades. Anytime you see a YouTube recommendation, a web search result, or get a credit card transaction approved, that's traditional AI at work. Generative AI, on the other hand, creates new, original content rather than just sorting or classifying existing data. That's the G in GPT. Large language models, LLMs, like GPT, are a form of generative AI that communicate using human language. ChatGPT, created by OpenAI, started as an LLM, an advanced chatbot built on a new type of architecture called the Transformer, which is the T in GPT. So how does it work? A large language model is essentially a type of artificial neural network, a complex system made up of interconnected numbers, parameters. Not unlike how our brain consists of neurons, neural networks work entirely with numbers. They take in numbers, process them, and output more numbers. Any content, be it text or images, can be represented as numbers. For instance, if I type "dogs are," the language model converts those words into numbers, processes them, and predicts the next word, animals. The model doesn't understand language as humans do. It's essentially a very sophisticated next word prediction machine. To make the model truly useful, it also undergoes human feedback. This is called reinforcement learning with human feedback, RLHF. Just like training a dog, humans evaluate the model's output, rewarding good behavior and discouraging bad behavior. That's why GPT won't tell you how to rob a bank. It's been taught not to provide harmful information. Once training is complete, the model is mostly frozen, with only minor adjustments made later. This is where the P in GPT comes from, pre-trained. In the future, we might see models that can learn continuously, but for now, they are largely static after the training process. GPT isn't the only model out there. New models are emerging all the time, each with different speeds, capabilities, and costs. Some models can be run locally, while others require cloud access. Some are open source, and others are proprietary. Some are designed for specific tasks, while others, like GPT, can be used for almost anything. The difference in quality between, say, GPT 3.5 and GPT-4 is substantial. There are also various types of generative models, text-to-text models like GPT that take in text and output text, text-to-image models that generate images from descriptions, image-to-text models that describe images, and even text-to-audio models that generate sound. A growing trend is multimodal AI, which combines different types of models into one product. This allows you to interact with text, images, and audio without switching tools. The ChatGPT mobile app, for example, is multimodal. You can upload a photo and ask questions about it, and the AI will analyze the image in real time. Originally, language models were just word predictors with limited real-world applications. But as they grew larger and trained on more data, they started to exhibit surprising emergent abilities. They could write poetry, code, generate business strategies, and even provide medical or legal advice, tasks that once seemed exclusively human. The more they understand higher-level concepts, much like a child developing an understanding of the world. We are standing at a critical juncture. AI has become better at some things than humans, and it's improving at an exponential rate. This technology will impact all aspects of life and business, and understanding how to work with AI will be key to thriving in this new era.